Hello everyone, welcome back to Kirklees Guitar School. So I just wanted to do a little video on capos and explain not just how they work and how to use yours, but a little bit of the theory behind it as well. So this is what we're looking at. Capo, capo, depending on which side of the Atlantic you are. In the Queen's English it's a capo. So how a capo works is, it works by clamping onto the strings and almost simulates the nut of the guitar. Now what we do is, let's take something like a C chord. A nice C chord. Now let's say that's a little bit too low. You can put the capo on any fret, mind, but I'm just going to choose the 2nd fret for this example. And I can play what looks like a C chord, but the tonality is 2 notes higher. I'll get onto what that means in a second. But can you see how C, D and G, play those chords, looks like a C, looks like a G, looks like a D. My 3rd fret now becomes my 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. This, the best way to think about it is, this of the capo simulates the nut of the guitar, okay? You're effectively shortening the neck of the guitar and the pitch is going up. So let's say that you're playing with a singer and they're doing, I don't know, something like All Along the Watchtower. Say that's too low for your singer. Bring it up a semitone. And you just keep salt and pepper to taste, a little bit at a time. Let's go to the extreme. So it's a way of achieving a higher sound, but it's not just for that. You can use it as a melodic choice as well. Something like Here Comes the Sun uses the capo on the 7th fret. I'll put a card up. I did a lesson on that a while ago if you'd like to have a look at that. If I play it without the capo first, you'll see what I mean. It sounds like Here Comes the Sun, but it's not Here Comes the Sun. Sounds okay, but it doesn't have that sparkle. So sometimes it's a stylistic choice, not just to sort of conform to a singer. Now, just before I go, let's have a look at the theory behind this. So let me take this capo again, take it off and we'll pop it here. Let's say I play a C chord with no capo. If I take the capo and put it on the 1st fret and play a C chord, it looks like a C. Doesn't sound like a C though. Now what this is, let me come into frame a bit better. Now that looks like a C, but what we've done is we've taken everything up by 1 semitone, which is equivalent to 1 fret on the guitar or 1 key on the piano. So that's now actually a C sharp chord. G would be G sharp, D sharp or E flat. So the note travels with the chord. If we go up again and play a C chord, that C plus 2 keys or 2 frets would become D. So although it looks like a C, G plus 2 frets becomes an A. So the theory behind it is, rather than you, let's say, Wonderwall's a really good example of that. E minor, G, D and A with the capo on the 2nd fret. But actually if you weren't to have the capo, you'd have to play a load of bar chords. You'd have to play F sharp minor 7, A, which isn't too bad, E, which isn't too bad but as a sus4, and then you'd have to play the dreaded B chord, and B major is one of the last chords that a guitarist gets in their arsenal. So what it does is it opens up a load of new options for somebody like yourself without having to learn a dozen bar chords first. You can just plonk a capo on and strum along. Now, any good teacher will tell you that that's not a long-term solution but a stylistic choice when you get around all your bar chords. And you should look to eventually be able to play anything with or without the capo. But in the meantime, while you're getting there with your chords, it's a really cool alternative. So I hope that was helpful. If you've got any more questions, let me know in the comments. I do tend to get back to everybody that posts in the comments, and maybe it gives everybody a new insight. I'll see you next week for another guitar lesson. Thank you very much.